What's going on, YouTube? Happy Tuesday. I got a question for you. Well, first I'd like to start off with this statement. Do you believe you are what you think? And with that statement just said, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you have more negative thoughts versus more positive thoughts throughout your day? Because when you answer that question, I think you will find out who you are as a person. Do people see you as a whiner or a person that solves problems? I was listening to a book today and it said that successful people concentrate on the solutions, where unsuccessful people concentrate on the problem. Now think about that. Think about everybody you know right now that comes to you and say, hey man, you know what? That person over there makes me sick. I can't stand this person. All the time they're coming down on me. They're saying this about me, and boom, this person just backs up the dump truck and just unloads all the problems on you. Think about that person for a second. Is that person successful or unsuccessful? You know, sometimes it's good, you see that calm, cool, collective person that seems like problems just bounce off of them, and they kind of look at the world in a more positive state. I can think of some of those people right now, and I would say that some of those people are fairly successful. If not as successful as far as finance and things like that, but just successful in that area. They're seen as a positive person, a person that you want to be around. You see, because right now in my life is getting too short. I mean, not getting too short, but life is too short to spend your time around people that are just radiate negative energy, talk about negative things, just have a bad view in the world. It's dangerous hanging around these people. Because here's the thing. What the author was saying is that most of our thoughts are formed by our environment. Usually our environment's from our parents. If you feel right now that you're a negative person, think back to your mom and dad. Were they negative people? Because sometimes we can just take the view of how they see the world and look at the world just like them. But here's the thing. We talked about the problem, but here's the situation. How much time do you spend on correcting a problem? Now let me explain that a little bit. What do I mean by that? Let's say you have a health problem. And what the author was saying is that a lot of problems that people have is that when they have something that they need to tackle, they look at the whole situation instead of taking one thing that they can apply or tackle at that situation and conquer that. And once they get that in grasp and under control, then they move on to the next. But you have to write it down. So my challenge is to you and myself is to look at all the problem areas in your life and tackle them one by one. But if whining, because this is what I'm going to leave you with. I'm not going to talk too long. I'm going to leave you with this. Look at the economy right now. The guys who are really, really winning right now are those positive thinkers. Those guys that say, look, the market has been doing this and doing this ever since America was created. Right? But the negative ones are like, oh my gosh, the government, gold, money, value. Those are the ones who haven't gained anything during this so-called recession. Think about that for a second. If you listen to all these financial guys or whatever, they say stay put in the market. They say the market is going to go up and down. Stay put. We're not emotional. Don't worry about the real estate market. It's going to come back. Those are the ones who have been successful financially in life. You think Warren Buffett sold his stocks? So, I want to leave you guys with that. I'm sure that's something that we can, derive from and talk about. Not derive from, excuse me. That's something that we can, gain some insight on, and we can talk about, and we can discuss this. And thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. And that's all I have. Until next time, signing off.